Good, happy Sunday morning. I'm Riley King, and welcome to Politics right here on the Riley King Network. Let's get started. First up, Hillary Clinton returns to New Hampshire on Monday to campaign with Elizabeth Warren. Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton on Monday will make her third visit to New Hampshire since February 1st in the nation presidential primary. With Clinton be progressive campaign champion, Senator Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts, details of the visit have yet to be announced by the Clinton campaign. Candidates for major offices address New Hampshire students' debit burden. Earlier this week, on a new study that showed 2015 graduates of New Hampshire public and nonprofit colleges left school with the highest average student debit in the nation at $36,101. The projected on-student debit study by a Nonprofitizm Institute for College Access and Success also showed that 76% of New Hampshire 2015 students left school with debit, which also ranked as highest in the nation. New poll, Hassan takes 8 percentage point lead over Ayotte. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9.
700 vehicles with the best price, selection, and service, all backed by McMulkin's low price guarantee. Make it McMulkin and drive the all-new 2017 Chevy Cruze for only $139 a month.
Make it McMulkin Chevrolet.
For the first time in a long time, the logjam in the race for U.S. Senate is starting to loosen.
It had been very, very close for the last couple of years, but it's breaking a little bit towards Maggie Hassan.
Less than 3 weeks to go before the election, Kelly Ayotte's Democratic challenger, Maggie Hassan, has opened up an 8-point lead over the incumbent Republican, 46 to 38%. Hassan is also plus 14 in terms of favorability, while Ayotte is now 6 points underwater in that category. So what's happened? Pollster Andy Smith says look no further than the top of the ticket.
The Ayotte campaign really hasn't tried to tie Hassan with Clinton as much as I think they probably should, because Clinton is not popular in the state as well, whereas the Hassan people have been very successful, I think, recently in tying Ayotte to Trump.
But while an 8-point lead is statistically significant, according to Smith, 50% of voters have yet to make up their minds in the race for U.S. Senate. While in the race for governor, Democrat Colin Van Osteren leads Republican Chris Sununu by 6 points, but still 66% remain undecided, which makes the final weeks of this race critical to both candidates.
The debates right near the end of the campaign, I think, are going to be very important in this race, because for many voters, it'll be the first time that they ever see these two people on stage going against each other.
Right now, the trend seems to favor Democrats, but if Republicans are looking for a silver lining, Smith offers the spiral of silence, a phenomenon in which backers of unpopular candidates at the top of the ticket camouflage their support until Election Day.
And they're also less likely to talk to pollsters or admit that they're going to vote for a particular candidate. But at the end, a lot of those people still end up voting.
I want to point out those favorability numbers in the Senate race were inverted there. We'll get that corrected, and I do apologize. It's also important to remember this poll is only a snapshot in time, and with so many uncommitted voters remaining, the final outcome could look very different on November 8th. Election Day now only 19 days away. Reporting live in the studio, Josh McKelvin, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Trump's lawsuit threat against overshadows agenda rollout. Donald Trump is laying out an ambitious agenda for his first 100 days as president, but pointedly noting that he will find time to sue the numerous women who have accused him of unwanted sexual behavior. Victory in sight, Clinton still grapples with negative views. Hillary Clinton beated Donald Trump in 3 debates. She leads in many performance polls of the most competitive states, barring a significant shift in the next 2 weeks. She is in a strong position to become the first woman elected U.S. president. Emails show Clinton campaign attention to black voters. Hacked emails from a personal account of Hillary Clinton's top campaign official show some of the attention her team paid to countering black voters. Another woman accused Donald Trump of lawsuit of sexual misconduct. Allred responds to lawsuit threat. Attorney Gloria Allred called Donald Trump's vow to sue the women who have accused him of sexual assault after Election Day bullying critics, and brought forward yet another woman making allegations against the Republican presidential nominee. Trump Jr. says conversations like his father's 2005 hot mic comments are a fact of life. Let's take a listen to this video from CNN.
Unlike Hillary Clinton, who's gotten very rich being a politician, peddling American influence, he hasn't. This is only a step down. He spent his life creating jobs, building things, doing things that would benefit American workers in this country. He's done that for his whole career. So you know what? He's learning. He's learning as you go. Imagine if he was doing this for his whole life, he'd be the greatest politician in the history of the world.
Okay, and there you go on that report. And that is it for politics right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday. Goodbye, everyone.